Hey, I thought I'd bring you an educational bonus track this week in honor of star testing, as my kiddos are going through star testing. This is a song about math. This is a great Tom Lehrer song that he recorded in the 60s as a public service, simply because in the 60s they tried to fundamentally change the way they taught math in the classroom, and they changed it so much that parents could not help their children with their homework because it was such a departure to what they were taught when they were kids. So to help them out, he made this wonderful little ditty. This is solving a subtraction problem, 342 minus 173. So I give you Tom Lehrer's The New Math. You can't take 3 from 2 is less than 3, so you look at the 4 in the tens place. Now that's really 4 tens, so you make it 3 tens, regroup, and you change a 10 to 10 ones, and you add it to the 2 and get 12, and you take away 3, that's 9. Is that clear? Now instead of 4 in the tens place, you got 3 because you added 1, that is to say 10 to the 2, but you can't take 7 from 3, so you look in the hundreds place. From the 3, then use 1 to make 10 tens, and you know why 4 plus minus 1 plus 10 is 14 minus 1, because addition is commutative, right? So you got 13 tens, and you take away 7, and that leaves 5. Well, 6, actually, but the idea is the important part. Now go back to the hundreds place. You're left with 2, and you take away 1 from 2, and that leaves 1. Not bad for the first day. Hooray for new math, new math. It won't do you a bit of good to review math. It's so simple, so very simple, that only a child can do it. Now actually that's not the answer that we had in mind. The book this problem comes from wants you to do this in base 8. But don't panic, base 8's just like base 10 really if you're missing 2 fingers. You can pick which fingers you want to be missing. Your thumbs, your pinkies. It's your choice. Shall we give it a try? You can't take 3 from 2 is less than 3, so you look at the 4 in the 8's place. Now that's really 4 8s, so you make a 3 8s, regroup, and you change an 8 to 8 ones, and you add it to the 2 and get 1 2 base 8, which is 10 base 10, and you take away 3, that's 7. Now instead of 4 in the 8's place, you got 3 because you added 1, that is to say 8 to the 2, but you can't take 7 from 3, so you look in the 64s. 64s? How did 64 get into it, I hear you cry? Well, 64 is 8 squared, just like 100 is 10 squared. Ask a silly question, you're going to get a silly answer. From the 3, then you use 1 to make 8 8s, and you add those 8 to the 3 and get 1 3 base 8, or in other words, in base 10 you have 11 and you take away 7, and 7 from 11 is 4. Now go back to the 64s, you're left with 2 and you take away 1 from 2 and that leaves 1. Always 1. Hooray for new math, new math. It won't do you a bit of good to review math. It's so simple, so very simple, that only a child can do it. Hooray for new math, new math. It won't do you a bit of good to review math. It's so simple, so very simple, that only a child